Hi, I often get asked how I can stretch my own pelvic floor. People that have been through rehab before or are just interested in stretching these muscles as they deserve to be stretched. So there are a couple layers of muscles. So when we're looking at the muscles of the pelvis and looking at the pelvic floor sits in the bowl. So the superficial muscles, which are like right at the entrance of the vagina and encompass the urethra, those, if we imagine that you have a 12 o'clock and a 6 o'clock position, you can stretch those muscles if you just put one fingertip, so just to that very first bend, so your proximal phalanx is what it's called, but just to that very first bend, you just insert the finger that much, and then you simply pull, hold it, and you can hold it for about 30, 60 seconds, even 90 seconds. If you feel a burning, then just hold it until that burning fades away. This is tricky to do on your own, so you might want to have a partner to do this with. But you can just simply work around from like 1 o'clock and then work around all the way up to, you don't want to go right at the 12 o'clock position, but right up next to that. Because right at the 12 o'clock position is your urethra. So you can kind of do that superficial stretching. Now, if that is not giving you relief, so that's often what we call perineal stretching for before delivery, in order to help prepare the pelvic floor for delivery. The next move that you can do is to stick your finger in a little deeper. You'll kind of feel you'll feel a more dense muscle. Sometimes it has more tone, sometimes it's not, and sometimes you might be like, what am I feeling? But simply, you can stick your finger in there and just pull. And usually, the muscles that will be most affected are kind of from this like 3 to 9 o'clock position. So when you insert your finger, you can kind of work around that. And for that, everyone is going to be a little bit different in how deep their finger needs to go into stretch. But these are just some simple guidelines that you can try in order to stretch yourself. It can be tricky. There are different tools. There's the TheraWand, which some medical suppliers sell in order to help stretch the pelvic floor and the perineal muscles. So I hope that was helpful. Bye.